He's been the MVP of our team in a lot of ways. He's generating so much great offense out there. Defense has been outstanding, and he comes up with big plays. Like, he just gets a steal, when the momentum's going against you. He's really been outstanding for us. Him and Torian off the bench have been great. Can't say enough about the job they're doing, which is great, because the first unit didn't really have it all tonight, and our bench was outstanding. So
there was a lot of positive displays of just that low man help tonight.
Mm-hmm.
What can you say about the team's ability to be playing for each other out there?
Yeah, I thought, once we addressed some things at halftime, we came out with a lot better activity, intensity, and then, kind of got into them a little bit, and then it was easier to be a little more disruptive. But that's who we need to be. I think our defense is good when we're like that. But we've been inconsistent in our approach, like at times with our defense. And this is who we have been for large parts of the season, and it's who we need to be right now.
How much have you felt Malik's shooting, not just tonight, but over these last 4, 5, 6 games?
How much have I what?
Have you felt Malik's shooting and the impact it's had offensively?
It's been huge. Again, like him and Torian, their shot making is elite right now. We always say shooting is like blackjack. If you stay at the table long enough, the cards come back around, and he's getting great looks. He's got a ton of confidence. He's coming into the game ready to put them up. And I think they're all in the flow of the game. We don't even have to manufacture shots for him anymore. We were trying to do that for a little while, but he's doing a great job.
It really is, for Malik specifically, such a high volume of threes. He shot 9 last year, game, maybe less minutes this year, but it's even more per minute that he's shooting. Do you attribute him adjusting to that in ways?
Yeah.
A different shooting role, kind of, getting used to it over time?
I think so. I think that's a really good assessment. When you come off the bench, and particularly when you're wired with his mentality, he wants to do as much damage in as little time as possible because he knows he's coming in off the bench, and he has the green light to do that. But it puts a lot of pressure on you to feel like you have to make every shot you take. I think he's gone through that and has adjusted quite well. So.
You mentioned before about trying to get Malik going, and one of that is by putting different lineup combinations out there with him. He's played a lot with Jordan over his time here in Minnesota. How much of that combo do you think is maybe fueling each other, especially for Malik?
I think it's been huge. It's the pace and the ball movement is with that unit has been outstanding. D'Lo has found him as well in transition. When they play in those crossover lineups. But I think it's been very much a product of our great ball movement in that unit and the units that he's been playing with.
I remember a couple weeks ago there was that game in Memphis, and the bench didn't really give you too much in that game. And ever since then, it seems like they've picked up their effort. Did you say anything to them after that game, or was that maybe kind of a wake-up call for the reserves that moment in Memphis?
We talked about it. I think we just we knew it was not a good performance. We talked about it in the film and addressed it, and I think the very next game they played really well and pretty much won us that game. If I remember, I don't even remember who we played, but they responded right away, and they've been rolling.
It almost gets to a point where it seems like quiet from Carl.
Yeah.
When he's 20 doesn't even play 30 minutes, 25 points tonight again. To you, has it felt like he's just this consistent drumbeat for you guys lately? Yeah,
we talked about it today. I told him I was really impressed and proud of how he's letting the game come to him and picking his spots when he needs to take over and not. And we've been trying to force a lot of things to him at times, and we don't really call his number that much really anymore right now. His passing has been really good too, and just he's just very, very comfortable in his own skin out there. I didn't think that he played particularly well. I was focused mostly on his defense in the first half, But I looked at his stat line and I was like, wow, he was probably one of the only guys who was playing all well offensively for us.
What was going on with the defense in the first half?
Just effort. Yeah, we were just too far off of them and just weren't into them, and just it's, can't be a sometimes thing. We just got to be better. So.
And tonight, how do you get him back on track after this? Can you just shake these off?
I don't know. Well, he'll get back on track, I'm sure. It's my next priority is get him going. But you got to be a participant in your own recovery, and he's not playing with a lot of energy right now. He's not making many multiple effort plays. Not doing little things to get himself going. His finishing is really letting him down. So then there's a lot of things that he needs to kind of push through right now. So